Okay, so I have not done videos strictly about 2K in a while, even if I've had 2K in the background for videos. But that doesn't mean I don't care about the series. So I figure I can do my 2 cents on like a 2K21 wish list. The first thing I will say, if we're talking about gameplay, when it comes to online, to me 2K is unplayable because of the input lag. So that's step one. I mean, if there's no lag when I'm taking a jump shot or playing defense or going for a rebound or doing anything, then I might actually consider playing 2K online and playing the park or whatever. I mean, I have no idea if I would even enjoy 2K online, but the fact that the input lag exists makes it to where I don't even want to bother. I honestly think it's unacceptable that 2K still allows that. And I've seen things out there of people like trying to find workarounds to it or whatever. I'm of the mindset of, no, 2K can go screw themselves. If they're not going to fix that, then I'm just not going to touch the online mode. That's the way it is for me. Now, if we talk about offline gameplay, I mean, for one, team playbooks need to be adjusted because there's 9 million plays and most of them don't work. The quick play calling in 2K20, which I've played a little bit. It went to Game Pass. It was free, so I decided to play it a little bit. The whole thing of like asking somebody to set a screen for you used to be really easy, and then they added an extra button for it, and it made it really annoying and lame. And sure, you can press the right bumper or R1 to just have whoever set you a screen, but sometimes you want someone specific so you can force a switch or whatever, and just that extra button to get the thing of all the positions up, like it's too much. In the heat of a game, when you have like 16 seconds to get a shot off, it just doesn't work. I mentioned the play calling earlier, so 2K20 actually has an interesting like thing where you can assign plays to dudes, but the process of doing it is annoying because you got to press start and you got to go into the team playbook and you got to do a whole thing. And if there was a way to make that a lot easier, like if I could very easily just say James Harden ISO, LeBron AD pick and roll or whatever, and do that in 2 seconds without having to mess with the start screen, then that could be really cool. I have no idea if 2K is going to do that. As far as general gameplay things, talking about 2K20, I did like, at first it was awkward, but then I kind of came to appreciate 2K20's slightly slower thing and contact between players off the ball meaning a little bit more, and I feel like there's room to go with that. Although the run sideways and then sprint towards the rim thing that you can do in 2K20 is kind of dumb. There's always something cheesy in every 2K, it's just the way it is. I mean, they make one every year, and you're just not going to be able to fine-tune it like that. Now, I know earlier I said that I didn't have much to say about the online mode because to me it's a non-starter because of the input lag, and that does remain true, but I can still say, like, I felt like when I did attempt to play 2K19 online a little bit, the shooting is OP. I mean, everybody's got their form memorized down to the nanosecond. They've got 9 million badges. You've got someone throwing you the ball with at least like gold dimer or whatever. It's too much. I mean, Steph Curry shoots, 45% from 3 in his best year. So to me, if you've got all the shooting badges maxed out and everything, you should still be like a 40% three-point shooter at the most. But I'm pretty sure people online shoot way higher than that from 3, and that kind of breaks the game because it's not accurate basketball at that point, you know? But maybe it's a little different in 2K20 because I haven't touched 2K20 online at all. Anyway, if we now move on to specific game modes, for my career, it's the same thing as always. Like, if 2K can just give us a break on the grind, that would be great. Like, I know what they're doing. They want it to basically be where you have to know life the game in order for your player to not suck unless you put in money, or if you make a specialist, like if you make a pure playmaker, rim protector, shooter, whatever, then you're at least good at that one thing right away. But that's kind of it. Like, they want you to take forever to have your guy be okay, so then it pressures you into buying VC. and that's never going to go away, and it's stupid, but for the sake of making my life easier, can you just have my guy start out at like a 67 overall as opposed to a 60? Like, my guy still sucks, but at least he's a competent NBA player or whatever, you know? I mean, if I'm operating in a world in which there's no input lag online, then I would actually potentially be excited to have my guy play in the park or wherever. Granted, I think the park is a total mess and the matchmaking system is obscenely dumb and it takes 9 million years to get into a game. But I would maybe want to do that if there was no input lag. But then it's like, well, then now my guy's just horrible. So now I got to go play offline for hours to where he's not horrible to go play online, which in theory is more fun. You know, there's so much in the way of what you really want to do. And it all comes back to they want you to pay VC. They want you to pay money for VC so you can skip the line pretty much. If I talk about the My League mode, which at one time was my main thing, I mean, King of the Fourth Quarter just did a video talking about a lot of the things, the accuracy, you know, player tendencies, expectations for money and free agency, players' potential being accurate, like not everybody becoming a 90, like all that stuff is fair. I think the playbook stuff that I said earlier can definitely apply here as well. If the plays in 2K weren't horrible, I mean, there's so many useless plays that are not run correctly or whatever, and if they could just be fine-tuned to actually make sense, then that could help my league a long way, certainly. Because, I mean, right now, if you want an accurate My League, you have to make adjustments yourself. I mean, you got to go through every single rookie and knock down their potential so they don't all become amazing, because usually, how many really good players end up in each NBA draft? Maybe at the most 7 or 8. But if you were listening to 2K, it would be basically the first, 17 picks every season, you know what I mean? So you got to adjust that. Some players are just simply overrated, and you got to knock them down. Then you got to mess with people's tendencies. Like, it's too much if you want an accurate My League experience, you know? Then you got to adjust, the free agent thing, and it's like, why? Why do I got to do this? Why don't you just do this, 2K? If I can talk about My Team mode. Now, again, for some of these, I'm not the best to listen to here, because I don't play My Team mode day after day. I've never played My Career online once. Well, I did it for 2K19 for a little bit, and then I was like, this is stupid, and I stopped. But for My Team mode, the thing that I've noticed, so they did the position lock thing, which made it a little less cheesy, so you couldn't put, Giannis at point guard or whatever. But then they went against that when they started making ridiculous versions of every player. Whether it's Magic Johnson being awesome on defense and from 3 when he was not awesome at either one of those things. And again, I don't play My Team mode like that, so I can't name a huge amount of examples of this, but I know they exist. I remember maybe it was last year or something, there was a Ben Simmons that was good from 3 and stuff. There was a Thon Maker that came out recently that was amazing. It just makes the game mode dumb. You know what I mean? Now, I did at least indulge in a little bit of offline My Team. Maybe I played 1 or 2 online games, then I didn't like it, but the system of playing offline games in order to get a player that doesn't suck from the team you just beat, okay. The fact that you can claim a player and then you can build them up. I picked Hakeem as my opening thing because I just wanted good defense right away. And the fact that I could build him up into being a better card, that was cool. Okay, we're getting a little creative. I like some of that, but it's there's no point in doing all of that stuff if you know that eventually the game is gonna just dissolve into unrealistic versions of every single player on the court, and every single guy is 6'7" and up and can shoot and defend and is super athletic. And that being said, the nature of a My Team game mode means it might just become that anyway, but even so, I feel 2K's not doing themselves any favors. Now, are they doing themselves favors in terms of money? Probably. Although, I don't know, 2K20 went to Game Pass. Usually when games go to Game Pass, it means they're effectively like in that big bin and when GameStop was a thing. Well, it's technically still a thing, but you know what I mean. So I don't know, but that's kind of my thing with 2K21. I don't even know if I'm going to get it. It would depend if I want to do any videos on it. Because unless it went free, I don't think I would really just play it casually like that. But yeah, those are just my kind of half-baked 2K21 wishlist things. Now, what's probably going to happen is the input lag is still going to be there. The My Career is still going to be super grindy. They're going to make some unnecessary change to the dribble system or the play calling system and act like it's new. And everything's going to be about the same. Because to be honest, 2K has pretty much lost my confidence. And it sucks to say because for so many years I was so excited for the new 2K every year. It was an event. It was a moment in life. And, well, here we are. Anyway, that'll do it.